Hello, this channel exists for a few months already, and I regularly upload the videos of why do you need to do something in your LiveOps, what you can do for better analysis, and so on. However, I have never actually spoken about why you need LiveOps at all. Today, we are going to discuss the critical role of live operations in modern game development and product optimization. To do so, we will start with defining LiveOps, what it really means and why traditional definitions fall short. Then, we will discuss a bit the core functions of LiveOps and why they matter. So, let's start with the traditional definition of LiveOps. It is defined as the process of continuous support of a product which has already been released. Mostly it happens in the gaming industry. And technically, this definition is correct. But also, in my personal opinion, it is very broad. And I suggest digging a bit deeper. In my definition, LiveOps is the process of optimizing existing products using limited resources. It is important to emphasize the limited resources because we are not only optimizing the product, we also optimize our own processes. Let's speak about the three pillars of LiveOps. One of the pillars is the A/B testing. Here we are speaking about optimizing elements such as pricing, UI, user experience, their first session, basically everything, and we do it through the controlled experiment. Another thing which is very important for LiveOps is our calendar optimization. Here we build seasonal content and events that align with real-world celebrations and holidays. And finally, LiveOps allows us to collaborate with platforms such as Steam, Google Play, App Store, you name it. Let's start with A/B testing. Imagine you are selling fruits and you don't know what is the proper price for the bananas in your store. You go to other stores and check their pricing, and you see that they all sell the bananas at $6. So you set the same price. But have you taken everything into account? Maybe your store is located in better or worse neighborhood. Maybe you provide better or again worse services. Maybe people need to wait in lines for a longer time at your store. All of these factors can actually affect the optimal price for your bananas. And if you run the A/B test, like imagine you can have two stores of the same type, they're very similar stores, but in one you sell bananas for $5 and in another for $8 per kilogram. And you will see which option is better, and you will be better aware of your optimal price. Also, what is important is that when we speak about banana store, obviously you don't get your bananas for free. The more bananas you are selling to people, the more you need to buy from your producer. The more you need to store, it all adds additional cost. With gaming industry, you produce a game, you have users there, and now you can sell your bananas as much as you want. Any extra banana sold doesn't add up anything to your production budget. That's why the A/B testing works so well for digital items. They let us create the model which reflects the reality much closer than in traditional economy. And we now only spoke about the pricing tests. But in fact, there are much more tests you can do. For example, in Amazon or Facebook, they even say about junior product manager or product analysts that they are recoloring the buttons. Because indeed, for large enough company, sometimes the tests you are doing are this small and yet impactful. By moving the button to the correct place, you can already change the experience of the user. And with every step you will make in this direction, you will be closer to the optimal pricing, optimal UI, and so on. But what is important, I will never say that you will know the truth, because in A/B testing we follow the scientific approach and we try to become less wrong instead of correct. I will tell you about the difference in one of the next videos. The A/B testing gives you the power of small improvements. For example, imagine you work on a product with a revenue of $1 million a month. It is not the largest game in the world, definitely. Many games earn more than that, but it is already a pretty solid one. If you manage to run the A/B test which improves the KPIs by 1-2%, congratulations, your company now earns 1-200K more every year. Even 0.1% of increase gives you extra thousands of dollars every month. I think that it is important enough to keep focused on A/B testing. And I believe that A/B testing is pretty important in a sense that you are very unlikely to build the optimal product from the first attempt. Let's go back to our banana story. Do you think that you can guess the correct price for banana from one attempt, and that's just the price for banana? In games, you need to make tons of decisions, and then you can optimize them. Now, we can move to the second pillar of our LiveOps, which is calendar events. And now is end of September, and after end of August, when we go to the physical stores, we see here and there witch hats, pumpkins, candles, skeletons, bones, whatever, you guess it. We are starting to prepare for Halloween. And people feel this atmosphere, which is built around them, like thousands, maybe millions of marketers created every year. And we can follow this train. What would be the difference if we create something Halloweenish in our game? Well, when people usually play mobile games, they feel like, again, I waste 1 hour in this game, it brought me nothing, I should have read the book instead, whatever. I'm not going to say anything about even paying in your game. But when you create the Halloween atmosphere during the Halloween period, now people don't waste time here. They connect to each other. They let the cozy mood fly into their house through the screen of their mobile phones. They enjoy your game. You make their life better, and they don't feel guilty for playing it. And maybe they can even spend another $5 or $10 for some bundle, which will let them have something Halloweenish in the game. Somebody pays the skeletons for their kitchen, and somebody pays for pumpkin in your game. Of course, I don't need to mention that once the Halloween ends, we already start to prepare for Christmas and New Year. It ends, we see hearts everywhere because the Valentine's Day is coming, then Easter, then we start to celebrate summer, then for Americans we have the Independence Day, and the rest of the world sometimes needs to wait. I think that it is the mistake of global marketers. We need to have something for summer. So using our calendar-based events and offers, we can create the feeling of belongingness, the feeling of being on the same page with the rest of the world. I think that it is pretty important. But what is also important, when your player just gets knowing your game, they can find pretty soon that they don't like it. And it is normal. Now we can build the game which suits everyone. Fortunately, we have enough games in the market for everybody. But after one day, people can drop. After a week, they can drop. After a month, they drop much less often. And at some point, they almost don't drop. Why? Because your game is just enough for them. It's just good for them. And at this point, you need to keep the balance. On one hand, if you never develop anything new in your game, it can become boring. Everything is the same. And on another hand, if you change the game too much, like, I don't know, people start to play the tank simulator and they need to water the plants for some reason. It would be strange. So you need to keep the balance when you change just enough. And calendar events are filling exactly this spot. The experience varies, but it is very similar to previous experience. So it gives users opportunity to come back to your game and play it again and again, to replay it, but have something new. And at the same time, because you don't need to build everything, you don't need to write a new code for your event, you don't need to create the models from scratch. Your resources are used more wisely. I will compare it to the mannequin in the store. You don't need to create a new mannequin when you want to sell the jacket, because if you had a mannequin which you used in the summer to sell the t-shirt, you can use the very same one to sell something for winter. And the same works with LiveOps event in games. If you had an event during summertime, you can reuse the very same event during Easter or Christmas. Just change your water pool with snow or with bunny which looks for eggs. And there is the third part which makes LiveOps important. And it is similar to the second part, but not exactly the same. In gaming industry, you constantly work with big players, Steam, Google Play, or App Store. And you actually want them to like you, because when they like you, they can give you free sources of traffic. And free traffic is the king. But is this traffic really free? Well, you need to be the friend for the platform. They would prefer to pick the game which attracts the user, which monetizes them, and making your game regularly updated, making it calendar depending, increases your chances to be liked by the platform. Basically, it means that you follow the platform rules. The platforms will know that you have regular updates, that the content is fresh, that it is relevant to the real world, and they think that it will be easier for you to sell something, and they get 30% of it. So they're happy when you sell more. Let's come back to our banana store. When we spoke about bananas, we discussed that they are not free for you, and the game items which you can sell are free. But what is not free for you? Your users. And the user acquisition is the key part of your operational expenses. So if you can save something owing to good relationships with platforms and free traffic from them, it is essentially the same as if you get free money from them. And also, when we speak about the platforms, some of the benefits are only applicable to large companies who already have large budgets. But all the platforms I know, they also have their featurings for new games, for games by indie developers. So even a small company or even an individual can benefit from this third pillar of the LiveOps. So let's finalize it. Why do you need to have LiveOps? First, it lets you A/B test your game. It helps you to optimize it and find the best solutions. Second, you can attach your game to the calendar, to the real life calendar, and it lets you reusing assets and also earn more. Finally, by doing the same, you can also get more users, more free traffic from the platforms. And altogether, it allows you to provide users the best experience, monetize them better, and have these users for cheaper. In the next video, I'll explain how to build LiveOps if you are a small company or even just one developer. Because as I said, LiveOps is the art of optimizing the game using the limited resources. Don't miss this video and subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button and ring the bell. I was happy to talk to you. See you soon. Bye bye.